God Hand attempts to pummel, spank, and beat you into submission, holding no airs on its difficulty or its indescribable peculiarity. God Hand is a rough ride through the Weird West and beyond. It's not for everyone, but a certain type of player will be attracted to the intricate battle system, goofball raunchiness, and the punishing high hurdles along the way. God Hand starts in the middle of things. You play as Jean the God Arm, wandering the desert with Peppy Olivia, who favors skirts that lie a little north of the knee. It seems the desolate countryside is being terrorized by punk rockers, bald fatties, and women with whips who want to beat you up and question your sexuality. Through flashbacks and parallel cutscenes, the plot unfolds. A cartel of demons is interested in your God Arm, that fleshy appendage that appeared after an amputation mishap, and your instrument of divine retribution. Now, these demons may wear three-piece suits or bondage gear, or may well be named Elvis, but the important thing to remember is that nothing makes sense. Like an opaque anime, the thing seems to run on an internal logic all its own. But it's okay, the little segments are funny, with voice acting that is being served cease and desist orders from Kraft for the amount of cheese, but it all builds a bizarre, entertaining universe. It even has midget Power Rangers. Plus, calling someone a douchebag is always fun.
Douchebags.
As you wade through the weird and wacky, be prepared to be frustrated. God Hand is pretty hard, with the after-mentioned fighting system requiring great timing and a preternatural understanding of one's surroundings. But it's hard to do with an uncontrollable camera that's framing you for predatory combat, not survival. The game tries to help out with enough scenery clipping to make a launch title blush. It's disappointing for a game that shared design team DNA with a colossal Resident Evil 4. Dying will reset the area, and you can try again, and at least save points are numerous.
You're not a defender.
Still, when an enemy with a life bar the size of Gibraltar finally keels over, only to release a much harder demon, it can be annoying. Add in enemies not in your peripheral view, and it can be very annoying. The game knows it's hard. If you start doing well, the difficulty will rise until you reach a level cleverly called Die. Even when you vanquish some freako boss and beat a level, the game's reward rests on how many times you continued. The humor of the game also takes a hit here, as like most jokes, watching them play out again and again just isn't funny. Even if they do say douchebag.
Douchebags.
But that weird in the script has leaked into the design docs. God Hand is a brawler, or if you prefer, a beat-em-up, a genre that dominates our memories of yesteryear. Moved into the third dimension, God Hand transforms simpler times of traveling right, busting skulls, and eating the occasional turkey leg with open areas to explore, a complex fighting system with counters, guard breaks, and healing fruit. The exploration aspect shows off the bland level design, with focus really being on uncluttered areas for fisticuffs with the rare brain-dead puzzle. The combat system is cavernous with potential, with buildable combo chains, dodges, and an array of over 100 moves to find, buy, win, and slot in. Add in the roulette super moves and the titular God Hand mode that grants Jean methamphetamine-induced speed boosts and invincibility for all your Twitch needs. Between bouts, the action is interrupted while you hit a desolate town to gamble or buy some new techniques from girls in bunny costumes. The misguided free roaming leans hard on the intricate fighting system, which itself seems a bit out of place. It's not so quick and dirty for the rabble of repeated enemies and seems more in place in a true fighter, where one should be slugging it out man to man, instead of degenerate demon punk versus Jean and his lone God Hand.
What do you mean?
There is fun to be had with God Hand, but you'll have to go in deep to negate the abundance of cheat. For most, it's a bottomless pit. Some Japanese gamers have already released insane combo videos that boggle the mind, but these are the same kids who beat Resident Evil with only the survival knife. If you're a masochist with a sick sense of humor, give God Hand a try. Otherwise, just watch the bizarre videos.
You've been a wonderful audience.